You know what makes life hard? When you're doing too much. That's why we want to talk about burnout. Dr. Karyn Gordon is here. She's going to help us. I hope.
I know. And help. Listen, it's for everybody. This is a topic for everybody.
It's for everybody, because I feel like I'm that woman in the picture back there. So work, bills, gym, mother, diet, kids. Not dinner, because I'm not making that. But like, seriously, we have to, I keep getting back into this situation where I'm just doing too much, even though I know what's going to happen. So you're going to help us recognize if we are going through burnout. Yes. So what are the symptoms?
That's right. And 3 million, not to make you feel bad, 3 million Canadians. 3 million Canadians have suffered or are suffering for burnout.
Right.
Okay, so this is very popular. 40% of all work-related problems are actually to burnout too. So this is a huge issue. This is a huge issue. So what you want to do is you kind of want to take the information, kind of assess yourself. So there's signs for it. Okay. So what burnout really is? It's an exhaustion caused by prolonged stress.
Right.
So a lot of us will feel stress. Stress is not burnout. Okay. So we're going to feel stress, but if we have that for too long, it's prolonged, then that's actually when burnout actually happens. So physically, you're tired, you get sick more, you have difficulty sleeping. That's a really big one. That's where I know I'm doing too much, is when it affects my sleep. That's my flag for sure. Emotionally, we're kind of flat, we're irritable, we're a bit cranky, and in terms of our actions, we're forgetful. We don't want to really do stuff, so we almost kind of seem a little bit depressed. So a lot of times burnout and depression will be, it looks very similar.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way.
So you can kind of you got the flags right now. You got flags that are kind of like slowing it down. And so when you look at it with what's causing it, so you've got the work and the home. With home, but what a lot of us do is we just do more. We take on more. We want to help more, and without getting enough support, without delegating, without not having that social interaction. And then at work, what's interesting for a lot of the studies around work at burnout, it's if they don't feel valued, if they have work that's not challenging on the brain, and also in terms of if you have actually too much work, like the actual load itself.
Right.
So, and it's really hard if somebody is feeling burnout, but from both.
Right.
Right, when you've got it from work and from home.
Brutal.
So brutal.
Okay,
so we want to talk solutions.
Let's talk about solutions. Your first tip is to clarify and say yes to your most important goals and priorities. So you have to prioritize.
You have to prioritize, and this is something. I mean, I think you and I have talked about this before many times on the show, but it's such a good reminder, even for us, to really kind of stop and think. And I encourage everybody to really do this. Get out a pen and paper, and don't watch the segment and just kind of like, oh, that's interesting. Get a pen and paper out and make a list of what are your top 3 priorities in your life. Top 3. You're only allowed 3. Okay, so your top 3 priorities, that's going to be number 1. And for a lot of people, it's going to be their family or their marriage or their health. And everything else kind of becomes secondary. But you need to really focus on what are those top 3 things I want to be making sure that I am investing my time in. So that's number 1, is claim your top 3.
How specific do you have to be with that 3?
You don't have to be very specific.
Like as family, do you have to break that down into, family can just be one of them?
You can be family. So mine would be marriage, family, and marriage, kids, and probably friends would be kind of the top 3. So you just do it categories. Got it. Okay, that's number 1.
All right. Audit your time.
Audit your time. So I really believe in today's culture, our greatest resource is time. We don't have a lot of time.
Nope.
So where we put our time is really the most important question. Right. So a great way to figure it out is just take a week and just like, Dr. Joy would be about like audit your food, right? Or audit your money, like with Bruce. Do it with time. Audit where are you spending your time? And for a lot of us, we're spending time, we're doing stuff that's really not important, that's not really part of our top values, whether or not it's doing a whole bunch of extracurricular or maybe doing a whole bunch of driving. We're saying yes to our kids all the time. So figure out where exactly is your time going?
And what can you take away?
And what can you actually take away?
It?
You have to start saying no to some of the things that are actually not that important.
Right. I think what a lot of us do is we say, well, no, I have to do it all. No, you don't.
Yes, no, you don't.
Like if you're spending 17 hours on social media, you can take that out of your time.
Yes, you can take it out of your time.
That's probably not important.
You can take it out of your time.
Yeah.
Like listen, the average marriage in Canada spends 4 minutes a day.
4 minutes?
4 minutes a day.
We can improve on that.
We can improve on that. And then we wonder why we're having all these problems.
Right.
Okay, I don't care what you were doing for those 4 minutes. You cannot have a great relationship on 4 minutes
a day.
You need more time.
That's really little.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't care how good you are. I don't care how good you are. You need more time.
You need more time.
You need more time. So you got to audit. Where are you spending your time?
That's really low.
It's really low.
Okay, tip number 3, strategically refuel. So what do you mean by that?
Strategically refuel. I love studying around people that are very productive but very balanced. And I find that and the secret to it, I have found, is how they master their daily routine.
Okay.
They master their daily routine. So they figure out, okay, here are the top 3 priorities. So now I'm going to transfer those top 3 priorities into something very practical I can do every single day. Every single day. So if it's exercise, I'm going to be making sure I exercise like 30 minutes a day. If it's with my kids, I'm going to make sure that I'm reading stories with them for 30 minutes a day. If it's for a marriage, I want to make sure that I'm having connection time for 20 minutes a day. You figure out something very practical as a behavior that matches that value, but it's got to be done on a daily basis, because that's when you're going to be starting to do rhythm.
Right. And so who cares if people think, okay, why am I scheduling in my kids and my husband? You have to. You have to. You actually have to schedule it, or it doesn't get done.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, this is good advice.
Yeah, thanks.
I love that.